Here we head coach Mike Heimerman. Demons and Lady Demons, one last long road trip in regular season for indoor. Back to Texas Tech this week, Coach. You had such a great performance out there 2 weeks ago from an individual and a team standpoint. How much does the familiarity help build upon that when you already have some confidence going in?
Well, we're going to mimic the trip this week just like we did 2 weeks ago. So, same stops, basically same hotel. So it's the same meet schedule. So it's going to be almost identical. So we're just going to go out there and do the same thing. And hopefully we have some of the same performances. So the kids should know how everything works. And with the prelims, the semifinals, and then finals in some of the events, and just know what to really expect out there, because it's not the same schools out there, but a lot of deep competition or good competition out there. So they know what to expect, and I think they'll handle it very well.
What were some of the takeaways? You may have touched on a couple of them already, but what were the takeaways from 2 weeks ago, your last time your whole team was able to compete, that you've kind of talked to them about in the last 10 to 12 days about going back to Lubbock?
Well, that was our first 2-day meet. Of course, indoor conference is a 2-day meet, so that was a lot of them's first time to compete back-to-back days, and really overnight trip. The first 2 meets of the season were both day trips to Texas A&M. So, to have an overnight trip to what to expect. We travel out on Thursday, stay Thursday night, compete Friday, stay Friday night, compete Saturday, and come home. So they have a little familiarity with a 3-day trip. Indoor conference will be a 4-day trip, so it'll be a little bit longer. But how they have to handle it, staying in the hotel, meeting with the athletic trainers, breakfast, study time. So they've learned how to do some of that, and I think they'll do another great job this week with all of it, and hopefully, again, more great performances.
Yeah, last week, you sent a couple of people down to Baton Rouge. One of those, Claudasia Watson, her season debut, spoke with Coach Pennington after that. But you touched on her, Erica Lister, that sprint group on the women, just getting a little bit deeper, a little bit healthier.
Yeah, they've been. We had a few young ladies transfer in, and they didn't have quite the fall training because they weren't with a group. We've had some injuries, so we sent a couple of young ladies down there to just try to get some reps in. And they're just going to get better with each race. And, Claudacia is going to be a really great one for us because, she really didn't have much fall. She was by herself. It's hard to train by yourself. And, we expected a certain time, and she's already surpassed that. So it's good. We hate to try to put ceilings on anybody, but, when they go past our expectations, that's, it's never a bad thing. But, that sprint group's going to get stronger and stronger. And, if they stay healthy, man, they're going to be a force to reckon with, just like the men. Well,
it certainly doesn't hurt to have Linnell Washington be the lead, I won't say lead dog, but the lead, the alpha, whatever you want to call her. If Claudasia's already suppressed what you want, that's a pretty good one to be looking up to as the next step or the next part of the ceiling.
Yeah, and then, Erica, last year, she was third in conference, running that 7.6, and she's just now getting back to form. We had some health issues with her, but, we got some of those things fixed, and she's feeling better and better. And she's got to get that confidence back. And, just keep working on some of the technique on running, because she was running injured for so long that she kind of altered her running. So, Coach Pennington's fixing her back up, and she's going to do very, very well. And she's just now starting to enjoy some things again because she's running pain-free.
And you mentioned health, and that was the last time you went out there. You were -2 of your big throwers because of some health protocols. The Gums brothers, who unfortunately I mistook one for the other. I learned that very quickly. But to have those guys back, their first chance to go and compete at a level like this, they've been great the first couple of weeks at Texas A&M. Now their chance to go debut at Texas Tech.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Those guys are just some competitors. They bring the energy to wherever they're at and whatever they're doing. So it'll be fun. They've had some great practices, and just looking forward to them getting into some competition where they'll have some really good competition. DJ is ranked, I think, still top 30 in the country in the shot, and we're really looking forward to him having some competition at the first Texas meet before, some protocols kept him out. But it'll be a good competition this week, and he's going to go out there and have some fun, and hopefully everybody else follows.
And another guy that you sent down to LSU last Friday was Tredarius Carr, guy who's kind of getting back into it as well, and another chance for him, I assume, to go out there and stack some, as you mentioned, stack some reps. Get going toward conference.
Yeah, that was Trey's first meet of the season with some stuff, taking care of some issues, and it's just tough to jump into a meet, so that's why we took him to LSU. We didn't want to wait and just have the last meet before conference be his first meet. So it's one of those things that he'll get used to a few more things, and he's a senior, so he knows how this works. But man, race reps, you can't duplicate race reps. You can do whatever you want to try to simulate in practice, but race reps is always different. So that's why we took him down there. We thought we were going to hopefully get 2 rounds out of him, but only got 1. But it is what it is. Trey's a great competitor, and he's going to step up this weekend and do a better job, and probably do a great job at conference.
So same scheduled leave, same stops, same meal for you?
Yeah, probably same meals. I'm a creature of habit, and man, I don't like venturing out too much. I like a few options, and they're right next to the hotel, so that's what I'm going to do. And I've already got my meals planned out.
All right, appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you.